Captain on the bridge.
Alright, captains, we are back on the bridge, and today we got some things to go over from the Star Trek Online official Twitter feed. So, on screen. Yes, so, captains, I want to go over a couple things that dropped on Star Trek Online's official Twitter feed. Drop, of course, my two ECs, and have some additional things to go over, and like what you saw there on the thumbnail, some free items for my console cap. So, here we go. The Courier Pilot Raider brings a new twist to Star Trek Online ships. Learn more about it here. So, captains, we knew that this was coming. We went over it in the video yesterday, and of course on the PC when this came out. We'll go over it here quickly. Again, I had mentioned this is not a ship for me, but some captains do like it, and captains, whatever makes you happy. At the end of the day, you're the ones captaining your ship. You're the one at the helm. So, really, if this is something that you like, all the more power to you, Cap. So, but for me personally, not something I am going to get, even with a free event campaign. That would be because this any ship that gets released this year will be released next year in the event campaign to get as a free sort of event reward. So even then, I'd have more ships above this definitely. So, command the Courier Pilot Raider. The Courier Pilot Raider from Season 3 of Star Trek Discovery is part of the Discovery Unlikely Allies lockbox. Nice shot of it there. With the release of the Discovery Unlikely Allies lockbox alongside Star Trek Online's next story, Update Ascension, players will now have access to one of the Courier's most versatile and agile ship designs, the Courier Pilot Raider. As seen in Episode 1, Star Trek Discovery's third season, the small but menacing vessel was commanded by the unscrupulous Cosmo, a rival from within the organization known only as Couriers, which we would later learn answered directly to the crime syndicate empire of the Emerald Chain. Yeah, so they didn't include the animation here, but captains, this thing almost, I'm not saying it made me dizzy, but I know there's some comments that it made some captains dizzy, because this thing does move back and forth, spin left, right, as it flies through. Again, the design just to me does not speak Star Trek, even Star Trek universe-wise, but that's okay. Again, captains, if this is something for you, all the more power to you. So, we'll continue on your outrunning, outmaneuvering, and outwitting your pursuers in the name of the game for Couriers of the Emerald Chain. This ship epitomizes the pursuit of those tactics perhaps better than any other in the Courier's ragtag fleets. Improvements to an artificial gravity alongside high-capacity inertial dampers allow this ship to confuse sensors with its constant spiraling motions. So keep that in mind, Captain. Without risking damage to any cargo it is hauling. Couriers unable to avoid a confrontation are known to use crowded areas of space to their advantage, such as debris fields, asteroid clusters, or traffic-choked trade lanes, where this ship's ability to zigzag through those tight quarters is sure to give it the advantage. This ship features a Commander Tactical Pilot Specialist Bridge Officer seat and a Lieutenant Universal Miracle Worker Specialist Bridge Officer seat. So, captains, again, we went over this already. I will link the video of us going over this in more detail, but there it is. You'll see here. I'll always obviously link this in the description below, as we always do. But 4 weapons, 5 AFs, 1 has, there you go, is its stats right there. So for the bridge officer stations, 1 Commander Tactical Pilot, 1 Ensign Universal, 1 Lieutenant Universal / Miracle Worker, 2 Lieutenant Commander Universal. So it's a very versatile ship. You can do some kind of fun things with it. Again, one of the things that I wish that I could do, if in case, let's say, I liked the seating of this ship, or any ship that comes out, I wish that I could put any skin on it. So that would bring a different sort of feel to the ship that you, let's say, the original Akira. If you liked this layout, or any, like I said, just for example, this layout, and you want, but you don't like the ship, but you like the layout and it's very unique, it'd be nice if you could have the ability to put the Akira skin on this, or any skin that you like within its class. So let's just kind of put that out there, within its class. But I don't want like no hollow emitter looking thing when this sort of flashes. No. I would want to use the skin, and hopefully we would get that sort of ability to do that in the future, even if it's something that you can pay for, because I would definitely do that. So there you go, captains. There's that. Again, it does have pilot maneuvers. The Starship Mastery package there is for a Raider, so you get plus accuracy, plus defense, plus all weapon damage, plus crit severity, and the Starship trait is special delivery. And the Admiralty stats right there: Edge 20, Psi 42, TAC 64, and special is plus 10 Psi per end ship. And there is its console, the Universal Debris Screen. I heard a lot of captains were having fun with this. Not a big fan of it myself. It just looks like a honeycomb. I'm thinking of honeycomb cereal. That's kind of just me. Captains, let me know in the comments below if that's what you also think of when you see this. But that's the console that comes with it. Again, we won't go over this. I'll just link the video of us going over it more. But again, this is for my console captains. This is coming to the console bridge. The Starship trait, though. Yeah, we'll go over the tooltip here. So the tooltip: immune to physical and kinetic damage from forward go arc for 30 seconds or until 5 times shield capacity damage prevented, plus 200 flight speed and turn rate. Ram into foe to deal kinetic damage equal to max capacity of immunity shield. Strength ignores shields, but removes remaining immunity shield. And the Starship trait: activating any pilot bridge officer ability or using a pilot maneuver will release a series of photon mines behind your ship. This may not trigger more than once every 2 seconds. Additionally, activating a pilot maneuver will reduce the remaining cooldowns on all pilot bridge officer abilities. So that's cool. It sounds good, possibly for a mine layer sort of build that you have, torpedo, but again, not for me, and that's okay. Tooltip: activating a pilot maneuver grants 20% cooldown reduction for pilot bridge officer abilities. Activation a pilot bridge officer ability or a pilot maneuver creates 3 photon mines, moderate kinetic damage, 20% shield pen per mine. And of course, the experimental weapon. This does come with the experimental weapon, rotor rockets. So that looks kind of cool, but it's also spins and does all that. It looks like a quantum, but this is it here, the unique spinning motion. So this whole thing has spinning. This whole thing is spinning. This motion of these rockets is caused by a small shield disruption device nicknamed the Graviton Driller, which is fitted with each projectile. The experimental technology allows them to slip past the shields of most starships, significantly reduces the yield of each projectile, and makes their guidance path a bit erratic. To compensate for the reduced yield, the launcher is equipped to fire multiple projectiles at a time. Does not trigger from attack pattern lambda or reroute reserves to weapons due to technical limitations. So there you go, captains. Again, this is coming to the console bridge here pretty soon. It doesn't actually say when, but probably when it drops, Ascension drops on console November 1st. So there's that. Now there's also the patch notes. So Star Trek Online will have PC maintenance tomorrow, October 27 at 6 a.m. Estimated downtime is 3.5 hours. You can find the patch notes here. And this was kind of interesting because all it had here was 2 things. Updated the Witch's Brew Patrol so that it gives rewards at the correct point. Didn't have that issue, but I guess it was an issue, so there you go. Updated the visuals of the Peregrine fighters. Didn't see that coming. I didn't hear anything of that, but we all know that they're constantly sort of updating always the visuals of the ships here, and we love them for it. Having said that, captains, this, if you're not familiar with what the Peregrine fighters look like, this is them right here. Again, not my favorite looking in Star Trek, but this is what we've been kind of using when we do use fighter pets. But to be honest, captains, see the Akira there, it does actually have a hanger. Sometimes with ships that I did not see sort of fighters come from, I don't use that hanger slot at all. Yes, it's a DPS loss, but it's okay. That just doesn't bother me at all, to be honest with you. So that is what they are. Now, we all know one more sleeps. What's coming tomorrow to the bridge, captains? The PC one at least first. The Norway. Yes, let's go. Yes. So excited. And with that, we are going to be getting these Valkyrie fighters. So these Valkyrie fighters, again, was from a game I believe called Invasion. Correct me if I'm wrong, captains. but this is the first sort of thing to kind of cross over from older Star Trek games. As you know, Captains, we did a video on this of things coming to Star Trek Online, or what we would like to see to come to Star Trek Online from older games or from other games. And this was the first thing, hopefully, of many. And of course, this was the blog for the Carrier bundle that is coming tomorrow, that it will include the Seneca and the Norway. Yes! But of course, as you can see there, it has those Valkyrie fighters. And that's kind of the best shot of them here, because here, this shot here is just them kind of swarming there, but very far away shot. Now, they're the squadron type, so they're kind of got a floaty thing. I really wish I can take that animation out. I don't like, to be honest, 100% that floaty animation. But having said that, now that I personally am going to have these fighters, because I'm getting the Norway 100%. These are going to replace 100% the Peregrine, and I'll even stuff them on any ship because they look cool. They really look cool. Now, I didn't play the game Invasion, but now it's going to be available to myself, but also to you captains who get this. So there you go with that. Now, the other thing I wanted to cover here is Mr. Thomas Marone, our very own Thomas here, the associate art director for Star Trek Online, was streaming. And captains, I highly recommend you kind of go over the last little part here when he was answering questions. But he's remastering the Hestia, so that is a thing. And it's been a while since Thomas has streamed, and I think the last time he streamed on Twitch was when he was remastering the Odyssey. So now we know this is going to be a part of a bundle coming up. Spencer, aka Casual SAB, shout out to you, sir, reminding me. I guess I missed that a little bit, but this is going to be part of a Terran bundle, it sounds like. And the remaster, I don't think it needs one, but he's going to do it. And plus, it gives him a reason because, again, of that bundle that it's going to come with. So it is here. Again, we'll link this to the description below. But yes, I think it's a great thing to listen to or see, see how he works, and also him answering the questions. There's some little nuggets in there. So maybe if you're working captains, put this on, because you can always watch a VOD and just kind of listen to him go through the questions, especially at the little last part there. He's talking about the Odyssey, the Enterprise app that is going to be in Star Trek Picard. I thought that was pretty cool. So there is that. So captains, that is what I wanted to cover there with Mr. Thomas. Check out his Twitch page, but also drop him a follow, or what I would call a command code verification, so that you know when he's next on, because I think he mentioned there that he will continue to stream there, especially the work that he's going to be doing on the Hestia and probably other ships that he'll be including in that bundle. So, and lastly here, captains, especially for my console captains here, we get some free stuff. Okay, sorry for the crude pictures. I don't have a way to get this there from my console bridge, but I just took a picture there. Now, captains, I always kind of look at my promotions tab. I didn't see a sort of announcement. I must have missed it, and if I did, I apologize. If not, captains, on the console, please check your promotions tab, because we get what? A free TNG Anniversary giveaway that was actually on PC, but now is on the console. So I already claimed it, as you can see. Of course, it comes with these pieces here: Worf's sash, the hairstyle from the original, from the season 1, and the goatee. And there you go, the TNG Anniversary giveaway. All you got to do is just claim it. Claim it now, captains. It is free. It is there for you. All you got to do is go to your promotions tab and grab that, and you can spice up your KDF alt and maybe even make an alt look like Worf and have your own adventures with that. So there you go, captains. Thought we would drop that last little bit of information there before we close off the video. So again, my console captains, check your promotions tab so you can claim your free TNG Anniversary giveaway. I did not see that. My apologies, but it's here now. Go get it and have fun with it. So like the video, captains, comment below, subscribe here to the YouTube bridge, and of course, we will leave it on this note.
Live long and prosper.